Okay, take two. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, so this is what we're working with partially. This whole shelving unit is my attempt at like organizing all of my stuff that I don't use anymore really now that I'm a mom. So it's like craft stuff I'm keeping for an altar I want to build outside. These like water jugs down here that I do use, and a piñata that my partner wants to hold on to for our daughter's birthday that is coming up. And then this pile has really just become like a catch-all. There's, this laundry hamper on top full of baby toys, stuffed animals right now, and pillows, and then a bag full of clothes I'm holding on to for a friend's kid. Just things, just all the things. So I'm just evaluating in my brain what is going on in here. There's like some art that isn't hanging up on the wall, and some toys, a lot of toys that I just have to declutter from my kids' play area because having them all out is just too much. So there's that. Right now I'm just gonna start by like taking out this toilet paper that needs to go in the bathroom. So I'm just gonna start there. All right, I set up the camera in that corner where the toilet paper was, sort of, and I came around the other entrance from outside to see it from this angle. It is wild. So, whew, now I need to grab the camera again and show it from this angle. It's a whole different thing. Like questioning if I should even do this today, but I will. Okay, here is the outdoor entrance. This is what we're working with. So this stroller, it needs to be sold, and basically everything in this stroller, except not this laundry basket with all the things in here, go to like my stroller, my baby chair thing that she grew out of, but we still use the other part of the chair. This goes to her high chair. It's like all the parts that come with baby stuff. And then, oh gosh, it's just amazing how I did this. Really have no one else to blame but myself. So these are our shelves that we are working with. So I love these shelves. Highly recommend these shelves from Costco, I think, or Home Depot. They're really great for garages and stuff, but cannot even get to them right now. So they're not serving a function. Over here is a cardboard box that we're keeping, and this whole area right here is going to be stacked with bins. All of these bins that I have organized down here, I was just trying to get to this like bottom bin because it has all my kids' clothes in it that I'm keeping for her. But it's just the worst place for it because when I want to get to stuff, I have to take everything down, and this room turns into this situation. So now I need to like take a bunch of stuff out. I think I have gotten everything out of her clothes bin that I need until she gets older. I think I've gotten everything out of this bin that she'll be wearing this summer, so I won't actually need to get into it until the fall winter. So it's okay to stack things on top of it, but there are some like random few things that I've just thrown in here to add to the bin that I need to find those things and add them to the bin before I can stack on top of the bin. So that's great. real fun stuff. If you're following along, Right, so I just cleared this corner. Just took everything out from this corner. Down here, the stroller has like 2 or 3 computer monitors in it that need to go. And I also cleared this corner, because this is all stuff I actually don't want. I was just holding on to it to sell, and honestly, if it doesn't sell in the next week, maybe 2 weeks, I'm just donating it because I don't want to hold on to anything. All right, so I had a little refresher, checked on the baby. Might have to take another break soon if she wakes up, but it's just funny to me how I choose the hardest projects to start on, and if I don't do it right the first time, then I want to quit. So I'm just knowing that about myself, seeing myself doing that with this situation, and just accepting my reality. And I just really want this to be a functional space. So if I hadn't said that before, I know I have, but I really want it to be a functional space, you know? And there's so much stuff in here that like isn't functioning for anyone or anything. So here we go. Okay, gotta go check on the baby, but I got a bunch of stuff outside, which is not a solution, and we are gonna deal with it, but it helps me get to this pile, which is actually a lot of pillows that are going outside into our summer lounge tent thing. And this stack of bins right here is a bunch of my craft supplies that I just don't have the time for anymore. So I have to decide what I want to keep and what I'm gonna get rid of. Made the walkway, stopped filming for a little while, and moved some more things out, mostly this way now, and started seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And then I came back in here and now I lost it again, but it's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen, and I'm gonna make some decisions. These are tablecloths for my friend's wedding that's happening next week. So I want to just explain a little bit more of my process. I am separating out the things that I want to donate and the things that I want to keep. I'm leaving a lot of the stuff I want to keep in there because I want it in there, but the things that I want to keep elsewhere, I'm taking out. The things that I want to get rid of, I'm also taking out. I made a big pile of clothes because that was like majority of the stuff that I wanted to get rid of. and then some like bulky items like that stroller. And then we also had this big swamp cooler that I've already sold on Facebook Marketplace since making this video. But right now I'm just still like separating out and just thinking about the best use of the space after I finish this process. So that's a little bit more of my process and mindset. And all of this happened in layers. So first I just needed to move stuff out to get stuff out so I could use the space and move around in the space. And then it was getting more intricate into what I was keeping and what I was letting go. And so if you're feeling overwhelmed while you're cleaning, step back and do small categories. And it doesn't all have to be these like big decisions. You can take a break, come back, and continue to refine your piles of things and just getting more organized and clear with where you want things to be. I chose to turn this fully into a bookshelf because I have a bunch of other books I want to keep, and go through the other stuff that was in baskets on these shelves and get rid of some of this stuff because it's just I'm honestly feeling like super frustrated with myself for all of this because I've put a lot of nice things back here very haphazardly that have like fallen over, like gotten dusty, and like it's not a good use of the space at all, and definitely points to some behaviors that I'm trying to bring light to. Okay, moving on to day 2. I'm feeling rejuvenated, and ready to make some progress here. I'm starting out by bagging up all of these clothes that I'm done with that are going to be donated. Actually, they already have been donated now that I'm recording this voiceover. I got rid of a lot of stuff this past weekend. I sold the swamp cooler. It's out. The clothes are out. But I brought in a bunch of stuff, and that's a story for another time. Here's a random shot of just how freaking chaotic it can get trying to do this with a toddler. She knocked over all those hangers. But here it is after I did a bunch of work and cleared that whole side of the bed. Cleared more stuff in here, got all the books together on the bookshelf. All my stuff I still need to go through is in that box. Those 2 boxes have already gone through a lot of it, and I pulled them out, so that whole shelf is a lot more organized. And outside is all clear now. This stuff is gone. I brought this stroller inside, and I have since cleared all the stuff outside. There's obviously still a lot of other stuff outside that needs to be organized and made homes for, but that is also another video for another day. And I'm pointing at this pile to let you know that's my pile of stuff that's gonna go, and I have since cleared it as well. All of that stuff has been brought to the trash or rehomed around my property. The pool got set up, so that's no longer there on the floor. And I'm just showing you these shelves and how I reorganized them. We have our suitcases up top, our kitchen stuff, our camping stuff, and some other like random outdoor gear, and then kind of restacked these. Got everything
just centered on the bed, that all the toys that I needed to go through, and these are all things that need to be sold. The big swamp cooler is gone. And I cleared the bed because that's another thing I like to do when I'm doing a big project like this. If like the stuff itself is too overwhelming, then I pick an area to clear and I focus on just finding homes for, or donate, like putting in donation bags, putting in trash bags, and just making the goal to like clear the area, and deal with all the stuff on that area. So that's what I did then for the bed. So now I'm just adding labels onto all the bins I have in storage. From the bottom up, it goes my daughter's clothes she's yet to grow into, and then school material, course material that I want to come back to at some point, family photos, and then winter clothes are the last big bin. And then in the small bin on the left, it's toys, and the cardboard box are also toys. Um, the ones on the left, a lot of them I probably won't end up keeping, but when I was going through them, it just felt like hard to make the decisions right then, because some of the things she might want to play with again, some of the things I might want to put in a mementos box, and I just wasn't sure about it. So I had this empty bin, and I just decided like I didn't need to make those decisions right then, and that's totally valid. We should give ourselves those moments to not feel forced to make hard decisions, especially when we've made a lot of decisions and we've freed up bins. Like the bins are there to contain the things we want to hold on to and can't make those decisions about, and that's totally fair to give yourself that grace. And yeah, it's feeling really good. So I'm just checking out outside, which I totally cleared. I am showing you these labels, and I am showing you what's left in here, which is all gonna stay in here. And I'm gonna add some more bins where those fans are, and I'm also I need to revisit this room. All those bags on the side of the bed are gone, but there's stuff all over the bed again.